was about lunchtime, the two daughters turned up and the two grandsons.
We'd just been down to see my grandma and to look at the creek downtown to take some photos, because we used to always get excited as kids when the main creek in the town would come up.
Andrea's husband actually rang just after we had lunch actually and wanted to know if she was okay, thinking she was in Toowoomba still at their house, you know, and she said, oh, I'm down at Mum and Dad's, you know, why? And he said, well, it's pouring up here. I was worried how you're going at home. And she said, oh, it's not even raining here, you know. And then the next thing, the daughter from Brisbane rang and she said, Mum, she said, where are you? And I said, oh, at Grandma's. And she said, look, I'm sitting down feeding Lily and watching the TV, and there's flashes on the TV of Toowoomba getting flooded. You know, there's cars getting washed down the streets in Toowoomba.
So then I looked up Facebook, like I'm always on, and saw one of my friends had put that her parents had lost their house in Withcott, which I was like, okay, that's not far from Mum and Dad's house. And then saw more clips on TV, so I rang Mum and I said, I think you should get home. There's a wall of water coming. And
2 seconds later, my nephew rang, and he just left Grandma's place and went to Hellerton. He said, look, can you get home as fast as you can? He said, the water is over the bridge at Hellerton. And he said, all the locals are here and they're saying it's higher than what it's ever been. There's a great wall of water coming your way.
And I still don't know whether I heard a noise or what, but I walked out of the shed and I could see the water coming across the paddock. And I thought, oh shit, it just looked like a big mudslide coming.
So I ran to the pool yard and grabbed some floaties and a purple boat, just in case anything did happen. I could put the boys in the boat because they can't swim and that. And by the time I'd done that, the water was busting through the garage door already. So it would have been within 5 minutes.
So I went to the cupboard to get some towels to stop it. I thought it won't come much higher.
And by the time he got in the kitchen, it was up to his knees. And at that stage, he said, look, we can't save the house. We've got to save ourselves, you know.
And we just sort of huddled at the kitchen breakfast bar, and the fridges started to fall over.
Took over the whole house, basically, instantly, you know, and it was up to our chest in a couple of minutes.
So we're trying to keep ourselves calm because of the two grandsons. We didn't want to alarm them too much. And the next thing, one of them said, Mummy, there goes your car. And Andrea and Matt's car just went floating past the kitchen window, and my heart went up in my mouth.
That's when I phoned my husband and said, look, Dad, we love you so much, but we're going to die. You'll probably find our bodies in the lounge room somewhere. And the boys and Mum were screaming by then, we're going to die, we're going to die.
We didn't think we were going to survive at that time. And then we said the Lord's Prayer together.
I'm not going to let 6 of my family members pass away, like with the water. It's like, I'm not going to do that knowing they had Liam and Lockie, the 2 little nephews there. I was like, no, I've got to do something about this. So I just rang 000 and thought, well, who do I ask for?
It was about 2 minutes later, Rochelle rang back and she said, Mum, the choppers are coming. And we knew once she said that the choppers had come. And if we could get on the roof, we'd be safe.
And then that was it. Then I didn't hear anything else from them for like 3.5 hours.
So when I opened the screen door, the water actually came gushing into the house because it was about a foot higher outside than inside. And we knew the pool fence was there. And that side of the house, we were lucky that we weren't in a current because the house had blocked the force of the water. And Jessie, the youngest daughter, said, I'll try and get on the roof. So she managed to climb up on the pool gate and got herself on the corner of the little patio roof.
And I threw her up the boys and said, I can't get up, you just sit there and you do not let my boys go. You're their mother now. And she said, I'm not, you're their mother. I said, no girl, you're their mother now, you must sit there with them. And then I managed to get on top of the chair and heaved and hoed and got up somehow. Adrenaline, I think, is what got us through it, because normally there's no way I could even climb onto the pool fence, let alone onto the roof.
Took quite a bit of effort, but finally got up. And then we were waiting for John to get up, but he couldn't physically pull himself up. So he just had to cling on to the gutter.
So I sat there and we started to play a game of I Spy. and that calmed them down instantly. And I spied cows and horses and boats and fridges landing in trees. And
When the caravan went, look, I know it's only just material things. Kathy said, oh no, not the caravan, and she was going to go and jump in to get it. But the girls held her back.
Then all of a sudden the EMQ chopper came. Yeah, little Lockie went up. No tears or anything, you know, just put his arms up and up he went. While I was in the chopper, I looked down and I saw Dave James, the neighbour, clinging to the gutter.
They hovered over me and pointed, and I knew there was someone in trouble further down, so I nodded, I waved, because I was right. And at that stage I noticed the water had dropped 2 bricks on the house, and I think it was the 3rd time they came over, they winched me out.